Just one day after the leaked images of an egg-shaped UFO in Antarctica surfaced on 4chan, the internet has been abuzz with heated discussions and analyses. While skeptics initially dismissed the images as potential AI-generated hoaxes, a remarkable detail has emerged that challenges this assumption. Many UFO researchers have pointed out that in two separate images of the alleged crashed UFO inside a cave, the backdrop of the cave remains entirely consistent. This consistency is highly unusual and extremely difficult to replicate artificially, especially if the images were generated by AI manipulation or digital editing. The fact that the rock formations, shadows, ice deposits, and surrounding textures remain unchanged across multiple angles strongly suggests that the images are authentic. This discovery has fueled even greater belief that what we are seeing is indeed a genuine UFO retrieval site in Antarctica, possibly one that was never meant to be exposed to the public. For years, skeptics have argued that leaked UFO images can often be dismissed due to the ease with which AI, CGI, and digital editing can create seemingly realistic but ultimately fake content. However, the newly surfaced analysis of the UFO leak challenges that skepticism by presenting something that AI programs struggle to replicate: consistency in environmental details across multiple angles and perspectives. These generated images, while impressive, often struggle with maintaining identical backgrounds when producing different perspectives of the same scene. Most AI-generated art tools do not possess the ability to recreate intricate environmental details, such as the precise angles of rock formations, the play of light and shadow, or the fine details of ice buildup in a cave setting. When images are generated separately, even when given the same input, they often create subtle discrepancies that reveal their artificial nature. Yet, in the case of the Antarctica egg-shaped UFO images, every detail in the surrounding cave environment appears to be identical in both photographs, down to the slightest shadows, cracks in the ice, and rock formations. If these images were fabricated, they would have required an extremely sophisticated level of digital rendering, far beyond what is currently possible with AI-generated content alone. Leading UFO researchers and independent analysts have begun to weigh in on the implications of these findings. Many are now saying that the consistency in the backdrop is one of the strongest indications that these images are real. If the leaked images depict an actual retrieval operation, it could mean that we are witnessing one of the most significant UFO discoveries in modern history. Researchers and longtime UFO investigators commented on social media that the consistency in the images suggests a level of realism that is difficult to fake. If this is genuine, then we need to be asking serious questions about what is going on in Antarctica. Others in the UFO community have echoed similar sentiments, stating that this is not the kind of evidence that can be easily dismissed. This growing support from the UFO research community has also increased pressure on government agencies to either confirm or deny the validity of the images. While mainstream media outlets have remained largely silent on the matter, independent journalists and researchers are demanding answers regarding what exactly has been found in Antarctica and whether this is yet another classified UFO retrieval operation hidden from the public. The idea that a UFO might be buried or hidden in Antarctica is not as far-fetched as it may seem. Over the years, numerous whistleblowers and military insiders have suggested that Antarctica is home to more than just ice and snow. Reports of strange structures, deep underground voids, and anomalous heat sources beneath the ice have led to theories that advanced non-human technology could be hidden beneath the surface. One theory suggests that Antarctica may have once been home to an advanced civilization, perhaps one that was either extraterrestrial in origin or had contact with non-human intelligence. If an egg-shaped UFO truly crashed in this region, it could mean that it has been buried for centuries or even millennia, preserved beneath the ice until discovered by modern retrieval operations. Another theory is that UFOs have used Antarctica as a hidden base, far from human civilization. The harsh, uninhabitable conditions make it the perfect place to remain undetected, and if extraterrestrials have been visiting Earth for thousands of years, it is entirely possible that they would have used Antarctica as a safe, isolated landing zone. If the egg-shaped UFO images are genuine, then the world is on the brink of a major breakthrough in the search for non-human intelligence. The fact that these images appear to have been leaked by an unknown source raises critical questions about who took them, how they obtained them, and why they were released now. The timing of this leak is also significant. It comes just weeks after NewsNation released footage of another egg-shaped UFO being retrieved by US forces, further reinforcing speculation that multiple UFO retrievals have been taking place in secrecy. The similarities between these cases suggest that there may be a coordinated effort by whistleblowers to expose the truth about ongoing UFO recovery operations. If the US government and other world powers have been studying these craft in secret, it raises urgent questions about what they have discovered, whether they have attempted to reverse engineer the technology, and why the public has been kept in the dark for so long. It is only January, and already 2025 is shaping up to be one of the most significant years in UFO disclosure history. Just hours after an anonymous user on 4chan uploaded an alleged video of an egg-shaped UFO hidden in a cave in Antarctica, a shocking development has occurred. New images have now surfaced, showing the same crashed craft in greater detail, this time revealing mysterious hieroglyphic-like inscriptions covering its metallic surface. The leak, which has taken the internet by storm, has left researchers, investigators, and believers questioning whether this is yet another whistleblower stepping forward with classified information. The emergence of these images adds an entirely new layer of intrigue to what was already a compelling revelation. A simple video of an egg-shaped UFO in an Antarctic cave was enough to generate massive speculation. But these new images suggest that the object is not just an advanced piece of technology, but possibly something with deep historical significance. The hieroglyphic markings on its surface have drawn comparisons to ancient civilizations on Earth, raising the possibility that this craft is far older than initially assumed. With these new leaks appearing just weeks after the NewsNation egg-shaped UFO retrieval footage, many are beginning to believe that these leaks are not isolated events, but part of a larger pattern of disclosure. Some insiders have long suggested that there is a faction within intelligence and military circles that wants the truth to be known. Could these latest leaks be further proof that we are inching toward full UFO disclosure? The sheer amount of UFO-related leaks and revelations happening so early in the year suggests that we are witnessing something unprecedented. Historically, UFO news has always been sporadic, with key pieces of evidence surfacing every few years, only for skepticism and government silence to smother further discussions. However, the events of January 2025 alone have already shaken that cycle. It began with the 4chan leak of an egg-shaped UFO retrieval in Antarctica, which instantly became one of the most discussed topics in the UFO community. The fact that it came just weeks after a similar egg-shaped craft was shown being airlifted in a classified retrieval operation on NewsNation is no coincidence. And now, with the emergence of new images showing hieroglyphic-like markings on the Antarctic craft, it has become impossible to ignore the similarities between these cases. The presence of these strange symbols on the surface of the UFO has ignited a wave of speculation. Many UFO researchers believe that these markings could be evidence of an extraterrestrial written language or even some form of advanced technology encoded into the craft itself. Others point to historical accounts of hieroglyphic-like symbols found on other alleged UFOs, such as the Kecksburg UFO crash in 1965 and the Rendlesham Forest encounter in 1980. If these new leaked images are authentic, they could connect modern UFO retrievals to historical encounters, further reinforcing the idea that non-human intelligence has been interacting with Earth for much longer than we realize. For decades, reports have surfaced of UFOs adorned with strange markings, particularly those recovered by military forces in secret retrieval programs. If this newly leaked egg-shaped UFO from Antarctica is also marked with hieroglyphic inscriptions, it could confirm what many have long suspected, that these craft are part of a recurring pattern and may originate from the same source. This discovery could be one of the most significant pieces of UFO evidence ever leaked, not just because of its implications for extraterrestrial contact, but also for what it suggests about Earth's hidden history. The possibility that advanced civilizations have visited Earth before is a theory that has gained traction in recent years. Many researchers believe that ancient civilizations, such as the Egyptians, the Mayans, and the Sumerians, may have had contact with non-human intelligences. One of the biggest questions surrounding these leaks is why now? Why, after decades of secrecy, are we suddenly seeing multiple leaks in such a short span of time? Could it be that those with access to classified information are deliberately releasing this material to prepare the public for full disclosure? Some believe that the timing is not a coincidence and that a slow but deliberate disclosure campaign is underway. Governments have long been accused of withholding information about UFOs, but in recent years, with congressional hearings, whistleblower testimonies, and leaked military footage, it has become increasingly clear that something significant is happening behind the scenes. Could it be that 2025 is the year when the truth about non-human intelligence is finally revealed? With each new leak, it becomes harder for authorities to dismiss these incidents as coincidences or misunderstandings. With these images now circulating across the internet, there will likely be increased pressure on governments and military officials to respond. If these images are genuine, then we may be witnessing one of the most significant revelations in human history, one that confirms contact with non-human intelligence and provides physical evidence of extraterrestrial technology. As we move further into 2025, the question is no longer whether UFOs exist, but who is controlling them, what their purpose is, and how long governments have known about them. The emergence of hieroglyphic-covered UFOs suggests a connection between modern retrievals and ancient knowledge, something that could rewrite history as we know it. With more leaks expected and a growing demand for full disclosure, we may be on the verge of an event that changes our understanding of reality forever. The world is watching, and the truth, whatever it may be, is closer than ever to being revealed.